because I want a cooler backpack.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I forgot. You got into Pokemon Go last night.
Yeah,
you took your first step.
I installed it. I caught my Bulbasaur. I noticed the markers in my neighborhood. Of course, one is at a park, which I feel like would be weird if I just go hanging out at the park down the street. Yeah, I don't know. So it's gonna be something.
It's like, who is this strange man walking around near the swing set because there's a Pokestop here, and he's never been here before, and he's rolling around the phone, and he's pointing the phone at people. I don't know what's going on.
I'm totally gonna have to borrow one of my friend's kids and be like, no, it's cool. I'll just take him to the park. I'll be fine. We'll hang out. I'll babysit. No, it's free. Totally. But I just need.
Look, I need to visit the Pokestop. But this is just how this is going down. Give me your kid.
Right.
But either way, we're getting right back into it. So, what are we seeing right now, Hex, from the one and only Team Bread?
Yeah, it looks like they're still on the same roster. It's going to be Symmetra, Xerdius. At least I get a chance to actually learn their names now. Xerdius on Symmetra, Ali Solar 76, Adepts on Reaper, Koala with that is Mercy, Destro on Reinhardt. Design is going to be on Roadhog. So pretty standard here. It's a lot's going to always depend on this Symmetra as they're running this single support here.
All right, well, move on. Take a look here at Team 2. Sexy to perform. It's going to be Shadow on the Genji, Suntouch on the Pharah, Frostiak on Roadhog, Barn on the Reinhardt. Therax going to be on the Mercy, and Ducky on the 76. So they're still sticking with the same, and this is pretty standardish. We've seen this comp come out a lot. Double projectile offense here on First Point Hollywood.
Yeah, the offense.
You'll see as a fact. Usually, though, with the Genji, you see Genji paired up with a Winston. So Genji's not going to have Winston to jump the cafe with him. And he's looking for a 76 right now, but the 76 is over here on the super high ground rather than being in the cafe.
Yeah, I need to get him damage boosted too. They might have to run into something just to deal with this. If their 76 can't deal with it. The Reaper on defense got super aggressive. He's gotten a third kill now. The first kill came off really early on the opposing Mercy, so they did not check their corner on Adepts. He punished them for it.
This defense coming out from the side of Bread, pretty darn strong here to start things out. Offense definitely not giving them what they need to actually get through. We do have Shadow in the back though, able to take out Depth, still moving in the back. Actually about to have a Dragon Blade, so even though the offense might not have been the most coordinated in the beginning, at least Genji has been doing a good job of building this ult, and he'll have it for the next fight.
Well, he needed to at least trade back there, because you can't be dying that late out of a fight. So he is still alive. They decided to ignore him. He's going to be up top with this Mercy in his sight.
Oh, a big hook takes 76 right off the platform. Shadow was looking to come in from the back. Dragon Blade ends up going down to the Mercy. Not quite what they're looking for. I assume the plan was just the offense comes in through the front, and Genji comes in through the back. Doesn't quite work out that way. And a hammer comes down from Destro. Destro now forcing the issue, design the whole hog. And the tanks of Team Bread doing work, going to clean out 2S2P.
Yeah, really late coming too by this combo. I think they're going to get cleaned up as well, as they just joined the party way too late. So there goes the Pharah and Mercy. Really kind of uncoordinated pushes coming in from here. I mean, the Genji staying alive was a nice boon, but that does mean you're only going to have 5 up front. And then when he was cleaned up, they're already down in the fight.
Nice hook, coming up. Frostiak on the double kill, setting up his team. Forces out the res early from Koala, but look at the defense here. They do have a lot of ults here. The Bear Ollie going to open up with Attack Visor. Almost goes down while doing it. Adepts right now setting up the Death Blossom. Not using it just yet. 2 kills to the defense, and he's just going to jump down and go for it. Raw Death Blossom going in. Gets 1, gets 2. Double kill here for Adepts, and you know, that works out. I think he could have waited a little bit longer to use Death Blossom, gotten a little bit closer, but still got the double he was looking for, and defense should be able to hold here, but you don't want to be that aggro. That was way too aggro for a Reaper there. Just get your kills and back out. And here comes Shadow now trying to capitalize, moving in, has a Dragon Blade, but eats a hammer instead. This has been a little bit sloppy from both sides right now, Axe, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. They do have the teleporter up, so they're going to be able to come in off of that. Actually, no, they switched off of that teleporter after they used it up. It got
Destro drops the hammer, looking for 2, gets the 2. Suntouch, though, countering. Barrage over the top. 2 kills for the offense, 3 kills for the defense. Big thing here for the defense, though, is that Koala should be able to bring up the Fallen Heroes here in just a moment. Will just res. Defense can be back up to full strength, and as long as it's back and forth, but the defense is getting slightly better on this, they're totally okay. The offense has not gotten the decisive team wipe they need to actually take control of this point.
Yeah, last push is going to be coming in for the offense on their next push here. They need to kind of group up. They have been chaining deaths throughout the entire match, so they need at least 1 solid push here. They're going to have Earth Shatter and Tactical Visor, so they could get something going here, but they have to know it's their last good chance. Reaper comes in, pokes, is able to get bullied out of there.
Light right now, just staying on the top and pulling the damage, and he's been a really big force here for Bread this entire game. He's gotten good pickoffs to start out most of the fights. He's really made it so the offense can't go in with all 6 at the same time, and they haven't had a good answer to him. As they're shooting at him, Adept is able to get that back, takes out the axe. I gotta say, Bread looking pretty strong right now to start out our round of 64.
Taking on the Mercy again is absolutely huge, especially for this last pick. Adept comes around the back line, takes down the ulting 76. Now Roadhog is going to try to hold hog on the points desperately.
He's got Death Blossom dishes out. It goes on the point. Here comes Death Blossom, takes out 2, gets the double kill. Now Death Blossom just setting them up, gets the triple to end things. Big Res though coming up for Mercy, gonna bring up all 3 people that Death just killed. The offense not have it just yet, and here comes the Dragon Blade. Will Shadow be able to make the most of it? Has the double kill, good deflection coming out. And Shadow now opening up this Bread squad. A little bit of life left in the offense yet.
Nice res here from the defense though, and another last second resurrection turns things around.
Mercy's really dictating the course of this game right now, both for the offense and the defense. Offense is about to win that off the res, but the defensive res coming in turn. And the Depths right now laying the damage once again on the double kill, looking for Mercy. DX perhaps not long for this world. He's able to get away though. He might have another res sooner rather than later, but no, he is going to go down. The last shot will take him out. There will be no more offensive reses. Ollie coming in for the defense, getting the double kill in the back, and this should be all the defense needs. Ollie's going to complete the triple, and overtime now slowly slipping away from the side of 2S2P. And that is going to be a full hold for Team Bread, so good stuff coming out from them.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy on both sides, as you said. I mean, you kind of expect that with these early teams and early rounds, but there was just a lot of miscoordination there, kind of running into the end. But the Mercy's coming in clutch on both sides in the end. It should have been over for one side or the other. Mercy staying alive, bringing up 4 to 5 each time. So definitely Mercy play doesn't change a whole lot from lowest to highest level. Stay alive, keep your team alive, resurrect. I mean, of course, being able to stay alive is a little different at different levels, but that's about it.
All right, so we are swapping off sides. It's now going to be 2S2P taking up the mantle of defense. And for those who haven't been watching too much as late, bear in mind that offense is no longer always red. The teams are assigned a color at the very beginning, and they keep that color throughout the course of the game, period. So red will start out as on attack, but red will finish a round on defense. Which can still be pretty confusing when you've casted for months and months and months where red is always attack. Let me tell you, it is not always super clear, but that's just, you gotta get used to it. Either way, looking at the defense as they roll out here for the 2S2P side, it's gonna be Shadow on the Junkrat, Barn on Reinhardt, Ducky on 76, Sun Touch on the Pharah, Frostiak on Roadhog, and Theax going to be here in the Mercy.
Yeah, I mean, even the lines on the ground, the offensive line that points the arrows to your objective is still red, but the blue team's going to be on it, so I don't know. I still get confused here and there. But that offense is going to be coming out from Team Bread. It is going to be designed now on the Zarya. Ali's going to play that offensive 76. Zerdius on Lucio. Koala with that is Mercy. Adepts is going to play Pharah this time, and Destro will be on Reinhardt yet again. So they're going to run this combo, try to come over the top, and also switching onto a Zarya to help out that combo.
And by the way, the winner of this game will go on to face We United, 2Easy's new team, which is effectively making a pun of the old Reunited team with the W instead of an R, so that's going to be interesting. So, offense now on the way. They're going to be trying to at least capture point A. If they are able to capture point A, that will be it. They will knock Team 2S2P into the loser's bracket, and they will move on to face We United. And they don't have to be too quick here, Hex. They just need the poke, look for an opportunity, and then just go in.
Nice positioning, though. They immediately come up over the top. No one can test them at all.
Adepts able to take out the soldier immediately. Now looking for the Mercy. Gets the double kill. Adepts, who is such a rock on defense, doing it again here on the attack. Gets the triple. Moves in, and he might not even need any more, but he's on a quad right now, Hex. Just piling on over and over again. And this might be over before it even begins.
No teleporter went down. They don't have a resurrection available. They're going to try to even trick Linear. I mean, they have to try to run in, but Ducky's getting bullied out over here. That is as quick as it gets. Team Bread slicing it up.
I gotta say, Adepts was impressive. They're definitely the standout of the match, standout for Team Bread. But they're gonna be tested going in a moment against Team We United. Now, Team We United is a new team, but it's filled with people that have been on good teams in the past, or of a throw-together group. But they have a lot of veteran experience on there, so they're going to be playing the game generally the way it should be played in terms of overall strategies and the rest. So, good showing from Team Bread, but are they ready to face the terror that is 2Easy's new team?
Well, I will say this about Team Brother. That offense looked extremely coordinated. So, I mean, absolutely different from what we saw in the first half there. They had a definite strategy. They wanted to come up through the house to the left, and then they were going to send their combo to deal with any long-range threats. And they did that immediately by sending them over top. Everyone else remained on the ground, took that force. So the strategy was definitely there. And Adepts, as you mentioned, was a standout player looking to make a neat big name for himself. Even when these teams and kind of the lower games don't go on, we usually find one or two players who are like, we're going to see him on a different roster at some point. Not that I'm saying that he should leave Bread, but we've seen it happen before with even a player like Zapre comes to mind.
Well, Zapri is the ultimate example. It's not just Zapri coming to mind. It was Zapri, period, where he went on Team Ripzap and then got scouted by Graviton Surge, which was Graviton Surge at the time, and then joined Graviton Surge. They did incredibly well, and suddenly they're sponsored by Misfits. That's sort of the progression of things, right? Is that if you're on a brand new team and you're doing really well, better teams will scout you and say, look, come join us. And oftentimes that player can be the final piece. It happened with NG Red and Bird also, so.
Yeah, definitely a lot to play for
Overwatch
regardless. Okay.